Hi, my name is Bethany Barbosa. Nice to see you again, Maria.
Nice seeing you too, Bethany.
How are you today?
I'm doing a little better. I'm managing my stress more.
Great, great. Do you have your DBT diary card with you?
Yes, I do, actually. So this will be my diary card I have with me. I have it filled out. We'll be talking about mindfulness, my emotion regulations, my interpersonal effectiveness, and de-stress tolerance.
All right, awesome. And then great for doing your homework and keeping up with things I've asked you to do when you're not here. I want to commend you for doing a great effort and putting in the work that I've requested and the work on yourself. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And today we wanted to talk and see, I want to go over Wise Mind with you. And so I have a worksheet, a handout that I'd like for you to go over with you, okay? And so with this one, we are going to talk about what wise mind is. There is a reasonable mind and an emotional mind. So we'll go over what the reasonable mind is. So the reasonable mind is cool, rational, task focused. When in reasonable mind, you are ruled by facts, reasons, logic, and pragmatics. Values and belonging and feelings are not important. When you're using emotional mind, it's the opposite. Your emotion mind is hot, mood dependent, emotion focused. When in emotion mind, you are ruled by your moods, feelings, and urges to do or say things. Facts, reasons, and logic are not important. So the goal would be to find a wise mind. And when we're using a wise mind, we're going to go in the middle. We're not cool and we're not hot, but we're not using emotions. The wise mind is the wisdom within each person, seeing the value of both reason and emotion, bringing left brain and right brain together, and there's a middle path. Okay?
Okay, it all sounds really good, and I believe it'll help my mind a little bit and help me de-stress.
Okay, and so after looking at some of the things from your diary card, we would want to use something, a worksheet from Wise Mind Practice. Okay, so one of the things that we had discussed prior was drinking, correct?
Yes.
So do you have any questions so far first for a head on? Okay. Do you have any questions so far?
So one question I would have is how I am doing on my intake of quality of drinking. I've been doing my diary card. We have a goal set up. I've noticed that I've been stressed out a little lately. So when I go into like the grocery store to get my usual like snacks of like a slushie and chips, I end up getting like alcohol beverage instead, along with my chips, just to cope with my depression that I'm feeling at the moment. Just because I have overwhelming amount of stress, and I tend to cope with it there with alcohol drinks.
Okay, so that's where the mindfulness worksheet may be able to help you with these things. So when using Wise Mind, we're trying to think rationally, and we are using a middle ground. So we're not hot and we're not cold. We're going to stay and think logically about what we're doing. Okay, so with this Wise Mind practice, there's a worksheet that goes with it. Okay, so there's an exercise. So one thing we can do, if we're feeling a certain way, we can attend to our breathing. So you attend to my breath coming in and out, letting my attention settle in my center. Okay. Imagine being a flake of stone on the lake. Imagine walking down an inner spiral stairs, very calm and soothing. Okay, we're dropping into the pauses between inhaling and exhaling. Breathe wise in, mind out. And then we're asking, wise-minded question, breathing in and listen for the answer, breathing out. Ask myself, is this wise mind? Okay, and then on the worksheet, describe the situation and how you practice wise mind. So this is something you can do in homework that I want you to take back and make sure that since you have been doing the work, and this is something I want you to do before you go into the store.
No.
Right, so if these decisions are happening and we know when they're happening, then we can decide that this is when we want to do it. So if we're feeling in our hearts that we are in a certain way, or we're feeling a certain way, then we want to try and practice these things and do this worksheet, even if it's in the car before we go in or before we leave our house, so that when we get there, we're able to make these decisions using the wise mind technique. Okay?
Okay, so yes, I'll be using this worksheet at home as homework, and next time when I go into the liquor store to get my snacks, I'll take a step back, I'll breathe in, I'll breathe out, and I'll do rational thinking of like, do I really need this alcohol beverage, or could I just walk in there, get my snacks, and go, and that could help me distress by making that great decision instead of making a poor decision on how I am going about my life.
Good. Okay.